Hi everyone, welcome to Friday. Let me pull up my screen so I can show you the date because today is a very special day. If you notice, today is Friday, May 1st. So we're in a different month. We're in the month of May. Oh, I can't believe we've been away from each other for so long. So today is Friday, May 1st. We're going to be working on writing a conclusion. So our learning target today is I can determine what makes a good conclusion. Remember, conclusions are the best because they wrap up our writing and they, share with the reader everything that they learned. All right, let's look at our video so we can see how she wrapped up writing about computers because we've been watching her videos for the past 3 days and I want to see how she wrote a conclusion for her computers.
Informational Writing, Episode 6, Writing a Closing. I'm writing an informational book about computers. I wrote an introduction to introduce my topic. Then I wrote a section for each of my subtopics. Now I'm going to write a closing. We write closings to wrap up our book. We want the reader to know the book is over. One thing we can do in the closing is summarize. We remind the reader of what we taught them. Sometimes we also give the reader a next step. We can tell them how to find out even more information about our topic. Now I will write my closing. I'm going to summarize and then give a next step. There are many types of computers and you can use them to do a lot of cool things. To learn more, check out these other books about computers. Now I'm finished with the 3 main parts of my draft. In Episode 7, I'm going to make a table of contents to help the reader find information in my book. Check it out!
Okay. So in our conclusion, or in our closer, we want to give a summary. Basically, what did I write about? We can share our feelings. We can give a suggestion, which is basically a next step, which you just said. Read these stories to find out more about computers. That's a suggestion. We can give a quote, or we can give other high interest way to wrap it up. If you have a funny joke or a story or something, you can always include that also. All right, I'm going to show you 2 examples of some good closings. So first I'm going to show you the beginning of the book so you have kind of an idea. So this one's called Water Bodies. So the story was all about water bodies. If you look, they have a table of content, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to skip right to the end. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so just like the other book that we read on Epic the other day, it has a science part, which it gives you materials, and it lets you do an activity. And it has the glossary, which has our words with definition. It has an index, so whatever topic I'm looking for, I can go to quickly. And now here is the conclusion. It says, your turn. Watching water. Visit the water body nearest your home. Is it a puddle, a lake, an ocean? What do you see there? What do you hear and smell? Draw a picture of the water body and write a sentence. So this is a good closing because it asks you questions and it gives you something to do. It's making you think. So you're kind of taking everything that you learned from reading this book and you're going to apply it. So you're thinking. So that's a good conclusion. Now I have another book that has a good conclusion. So this is on Rats Kids. A lot of you have seen these books printed out. So this story is called Summer Olympics. So I'm going to skip right to the end. I just wanted you to see the title. So I'm assuming everything in the story was telling me all about the Summer Olympics. So when I get to the end, this is the end. Summer Olympic sports, it wraps it up. And if I go down here, it says, the Summer Olympics include many sports. Which sports do you like? And over here, they also include their glossary and their index. So this is a good ending. It's very short. It concluded with the Summer Olympics included many sports because I'm assuming that's what the story was all about. And it asked us a question, which sports do you like? So now it gets me thinking. So that is a good closing too. So your closings don't have to be hard. They can be nice and short and simple and sweet. So now we're going to determine, I have a couple, I have 4 examples of a closing. And I want us to think if they are strong or weak. So strong means that they're good closings. And weak means that they're not good. Like I wouldn't want to read that if that was the ending of the story. So let's go through these. These facts and supporting details show why the desert is dry. Is that a good closing? Strong or weak? Say it's strong. It's not horrible. But these are very simple. So remember, her closing for the computers was so long because she wrote a very long story. I'm just thinking if you're writing a paragraph, I want simple closing. So what about this one, the end? Does that sound like a good closing? No, that's a weak one. I don't want to just end with the end. This is not a story. This is an informational text. All right, next one. Tigers are an endangered species. I think if I saw a tiger on the street, I would stay away from it. What would you do? What do you think? Strong or weak? Is that a good closing? Yeah, I think it is too. It gave me a quote and it even asked a question to get me thinking. That is a good closing. All right, last one. This is my informational writing piece. Strong or weak? Is that a good closing or no? Yeah, I would think it's pretty weak too. It gave me no details. It didn't ask me questions. It didn't give me a quote. It just said, here's my writing. There you go. No, we don't want to end like that. We want to end it with interesting details. All right, so now you're going to go onto your Google Classroom and you're going to complete the conclusion assignment. So you're going to go to 5-1. So 5 is the month of May. We're not on 4 anymore. So 5-1. Here is the YouTube video if you want to go back and watch it again. You're going to click on writing a conclusion. So make sure you're reading the question. This one says, what are 2 things? So if I'm asking for 2 things, make sure you're giving me 2 answers. Okay. And then label, strong or weak is what we've been doing. Write a conclusion for this image. Here's an image. Write me a conclusion. So this one's kind of like a tricky one because we didn't do that in today's lesson, but I think you guys can do it. If I give you a picture, you can write a great conclusion for this picture. All right, boys and girls, let's go back to our learning target to make sure we did it today. All right, I can determine what makes a good conclusion. A thumbs up or thumbs down? Did we do that in today's lesson? We have our mentor text. We determined if some facts, conclusions were strong or weak. I see a lot of thumbs up out there. Great job, boys and girls. All right, I will see you next week where we're going to actually start writing our first informational writing piece. I'm not going to tell you which one. It's going to be a surprise. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.